Okay, so this is what our WordPress dashboard looks like, right? This is what our WordPress dashboard looks like. So we are going to use this dashboard. Everything we're going to be building on this website, we're going to do from this dashboard. So what we do on this, our WordPress dashboard, is what happens on this website page itself, right? So remember, a website is a combination of web pages, is a collection of web pages, right? So we're building web pages for different things, right? To create that special, good-looking website. So if you can build a landing page, you can build a website. It's just that you are building multiple pages, right? You are building multiple pages this time around instead of building just one. So takes us to the next step, right? And the next step here is to install a theme, right? Because we have a plain looking page right now. But when we install a theme, it's going to add color to it, it's going to add texture to it, font, everything, right? So it's the skeletal framework of the website, right? The theme is the skeletal framework of the website that adds all these beautifications that we need, right? So to do that now, we're just going to come here to this point here and go to appearance. Under appearance, we're going to see themes, right? We're going to see themes, and you're going to see a couple of themes there. So all you just need to do is to go to add new. So once you get to add new, we are going to search. So you can search for anything you're looking for. But I said the other day that there are over 7,171 free themes you can use, right? However, there are 3 themes that I recommend that are very, very good for multi-purpose uses, right? So you can use this one called Hello Elementor, right? You can use this one called Ocean WP, right? And you can use this one called Astra. So for the benefit of this class, we're going to use this one called Astra. So we're just going to come here and click on install. So we are installing Astra right now. All right, somebody saying, how did we get the theme, please? We got the theme by, it's a free theme we're trying to use, right? We did not download it from anywhere. We got the theme right here in WordPress. So all you just needed to do was to go to appearance. From appearance, go to themes, right? And from themes, go to add new. You would see add new. Where you see this upload theme, you see add new. So just click on the add new and all these themes will appear, right? So appearance on your dashboard, from appearance to themes, from themes, click on add new and you get all these themes here. Then you install and then we activate, right? So now we have activated, right? So once you activate, you would see it here. You will see Astra has been added to our dashboard, right? Can you see it? It has been added to our dashboard. So then we come to dashboard under Astra. Can you see it? Astra has been added to our dashboard. So now we go to dashboard under Astra. All right. So now we have dashboard under Astra. So the next thing we want to do now is to come here to where you see the starter template, right? So if you click on the starter template, so we need to install and activate the starter template. Can you see it? Install and activate. So what is the starter template? The starter template is a plugin that helps us to bring in already built website, already built pages, right, on Astra. So we have installed the Astra theme here already, but we don't have a template already. So for us to have that template, we need to install this plugin called the Astra Starter Template. The plugin is inside the theme. So we have to install the theme first so that we can get access to this plugin. So if we go to plugins directly, we would not see Astra Starter Templates like that. All right. Even if we see it, yes, we can install it from there, but why not just install it from inside the team itself, right? So which we can just do. So once we're inside the team now, we come here and we activate this, install and activate this. So it's installing. It's installing. Can you see it? It is activated. So it's going to redirect me now. It's going to redirect me on its own to the Astra Starter template. Now it's going to ask me, do I want to do the AI website builder, right? Powered by Zip, or do I want to do classic templates? So let's do classic templates. So now it's going to ask me what page builder would I be using, right? So we have these 3 page builders. Use Elementor. Elementor is the easiest and it has the highest number of features that can give you a very good website. So this is also a plugin. It's a plugin to that is inside the Astra process that is giving us access. We can download Elementor from anywhere, or we can even go to our plugins point and install Elementor from there. But since the team knows that we're going to need it, so it's already bringing it forth for us. So we just click it from here, and it's going to install Elementor for us. Okay, somebody's asking what's block element. So block element is if you are using the traditional Elementor, sorry, the traditional the WordPress editor. That's what we used to use back then, right? You don't need to use that anymore. That was what we used before Elementor. All right. So now we have our teams, right? Can you see it? Beautiful looking teams that we can use, right? And anyone you pick, your website is going to look like that one. Let me click on this one. And it's loading. All right. So let me click on this one. So we see this is what we are trying to bring in, right? So our website is going to look like this if we decide to go with this, right? So we can decide to change the primary colors if we want to. If we want to change it from here, if you click on this, can you see the colors have changed? Can you see the colors have changed? I can change it to this. I can change it to this. I can change it to this or this, right? Whatever I decide to do. So I'm just going to leave it at green, right? And I'm going to scroll down and click on continue. So you can also change your font here if you want to, right? But I'm just going to continue. Yeah, I'm just going to scroll down and click on continue, right? Then I'm going to click on build my website. So it's going to take a few minutes to load. So what actually is happening here is that it is downloading that template to our website. So it's downloading everything. Can you see it? Installing themes, plugins, forms, etc. right? So now, right now, it is installing required plugins. Remember, one of our steps was install necessary plugins. That's after the themes, right? But the good thing now is that this thing we are installing is also helping us install required plugins, right? That's the necessary plugins, right? The necessary plugins that would help this particular theme function. Sometimes you have to do it manually because if the team, maybe you bought the team or you got it from, so if the team does not give you that prompt to install everything on its own, you have to install the necessary plugins manually. So it's more like we are skipping stage 4 now because many of the teams we are going to need, except if we have additional ones that we want to use, many of the things we are going to need are already being installed while we are installing many of the plugins we're going to need are already being installed while we're installing this theme, right? So it's loading now. It's going to take a little while. Okay, so somebody's saying, if one does not want his or her website to look like the available template, what is the way forward? So at the point of installation, it will look exactly like. But after you install it, you can change everything. Everything. You can change everything. You can change everything. There's nothing there you cannot change. And that's what we're going to be doing now when it comes to customized websites, right? You can change the look of everything as you want. This, oh, okay, so let's take it up from here, right? So once you have installed your theme, right, the next thing you want to do is to come to build the website, right? Customize your website. So at this point here, all right, somebody's saying I want to delete my theme and start all over again. There's nothing hard there. Just install another theme. Install another theme. It will overwrite the first one that you have that was there before. It's that simple. All right. So let's look at our website, what it looks like. Then we take it up from there. Right. So this is what our website looks like now. So this is the website we have just installed. Right. This is what we just installed. And this is what it looks like at this point. Can you see it? So this is a full-blown website. And this website has about how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has a page for everything, right? So everything in the page for everything is products. So this is like an e-commerce website where you can get products, right? So it has a page for everything. It has a page for groceries, right? Groceries. And it has a page for juice. So people that want to buy juice, right? It has a page for that. So that's cool. Then it has a page of about, that's about us, right? Then it has a page for contact. So you might have different pages in mind. And you can add more pages to what you have here. So just like I was answering Mr. Sam, you can change everything. Everything. You can change this logo. You can change the what name. You can change this logo. You can change what name this is going to be. Change everything you have here, right, to become yours. And if you scroll down, there's a whole lot of other things you can do. So let us go to customizing the website, which is the next step, right? Customizing the website. Now, as I was saying the other day, customizing your website actually falls under two major categories, right? Customizing the content of the website and customizing the website generally. right? Right? So if you come here, right, you will see that this website is divided into three categories. We have the header. Everything up here is the header, right? Everything up here is the header. So we have the header, we have we have the header, we have the body, and we have the footer. We have the footer. So all this black part is the footer. So to customize the body of each page, so the header and the footer, they are constant throughout the whole website, right? Except you build a landing page and you don't want it to show, right? Then you change it to the Elementor canvas. The header and the footer, right? The header and the footer, they are constant throughout the whole website. But the body is different for each page, right? The body is different for each page. The body is different. So what do we want to do now? Let's work on the header first. So let's work on the header first. So if you come to customize here, that's where you get to work on the header and the footer. When you see customize, here, that's where you want to work on the header and the footer. So let's work on customize first. Let's click on customize. All right. So once we click on customize, we're just going to come here now and we can work on everything in this our header. So let's start from this global. So under global, you see it here. You can work on the typography, the colors, the container, the buttons, everything around there. You can work on them from this global, right? Now, under the next one is header. Header, you can work on, if you come to this header, right? You can work on the header itself. So this header now, you can see here, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. So the categories include, there is a add to cart here. There is an account here for people to sign in to their own accounts. So they want their shoppers to own an account with them, right? So if we don't want that, you can remove it. If you want it, you can leave it, right? So yeah, there is a place for logo. So if I don't want the logo, if I want the menu before the logo, I can change it. So take for example now, if I want the menu, the logo to be here in the middle, right? That's possible. So I've just moved the logo from here to here. And if I click on publish, whatever I've done, let's check it out so that you see what it looks like. Can you see it? Can you see that the logo has shifted to the middle, right? Because I moved it from that point. So because I moved this from here. So if I take it back to this point, so if I take it back to that point now, it comes back to this point, right? So yeah, so under this header is where you change the location of things or you remove the things that you don't want. So we have two menus here. There's a primary menu and there's a secondary menu. The primary menu is the one that contains everything, groceries, juice, right? That's the primary menu. And the secondary menu is the one that contains this about and contact. right? And there is space in between. Can you see? Can you see that there is space in between? So I can cover the space if I want to, or I can just leave it like that, right? This cart, if I want it to be there, I can leave it. If I don't want it, I can remove it. Or I can decide that the cart is at the last after the account, right? Or I can decide that I don't want people to open accounts on my page. I just want them to come to my website and buy and go, right? So I can decide um, to remove the account. Let's remove the account for now. And then let's click on publish. So everything around the header, you can manipulate from here. So the next thing you want to do now is when you're done with that point, the next thing you want to do is to come here. So let's go. So we have all these other things you can do from your customize. But I'm just going to show you the ones that have the highest, the main effects, right? I'm just going to show you the ones that have the main effects. Let's go back to customize. So now, right? So we come back to this point. So the next one we'll talk about is the footer. So the footer builder, we're just talking about header, right? Now let's talk about the footer builder. Now, it's one thing that we can move. Let me go back to the header. Sorry, guys. It's one thing that we can move the items on the header, right? But we can also customize these items themselves. So if you come here, you see that there's a pencil sign showing up. There's a blue pencil sign showing up, right? While when I navigate my cursor on top of every item here. So if I click on this pencil item, it takes me directly to where I can change this logo, right? Under general, right? There's a place I can change the logo. So here I can just decide to select an image. I can select an image from my computer. So let me look for an image on my computer that I want to use as the logo. I'm just going to use anything I like. I don't take too much of our time. Okay, let me use this Google Ads image. So let's assume this is my logo, right? Then I would choose the image. Once I do that, the image is going to show up here now. So that's the first one, right? So if you notice, it's not changing yet. And the reason why it's not changing yet is because this particular logo was imputed from different angles. So there's something we call, so there's a way you put in the logo. So there's, can you see, we have desktop, we have, what's it called? We have desktop, mobile, and all these things, right? And so I'm just going to come here now. So since it didn't change from here, let me go back. Let me go to site and logo, right? And you see here is change logo. So I'm going to click on change again and put in this time around. Now it's asking me to crop. So I'm going to crop this and change. So you can see that my logo has changed now, right? So I'm just going to do it on both sides. So if you scroll down, now I can work on the width. This is too big, right? So I can reduce it if I want, increase it if I want, or reduce it if I want. So let me just put it like this. All right, let me just put it like this. All right. Let me just put it like this. So guys, let's save our questions. Save your questions. I will answer questions at the end of the class, right? Save our questions so that everybody can be focused on what we are doing here. Okay. So once we have our logo, I can publish it. So that was that with the logo. So what about the menu? What about the menu? So this menu here, if I click on this pencil sign like this, it shows the width of the menu. I said the sub menu and all this other stuff, and I can configure that. But another way I can do it is to go directly to the menu. I say it's primary menu. So we know that this one is the primary, this one here is the secondary, because we can see it from here. We can see it from where we went to customize. So if I click on primary menu now, and I scroll down, right, I can configure the menu if I want to. Can you see configure menu? So if I click on configure menu, so this is it. So we can configure the menu if we want to. So we can decide which menu is primary, which one is secondary, and all that, just from this location. But I don't want to tamper with that now, right? So let's just go back. So, okay, let's publish what we have done last first. And let's go back. So now, let's go. How many of us are catching it? If you are lost, say I'm lost. If you are catching it, say I'm catching it. All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so moving on. So we have our header now, right? So the next thing we want to do is to work on our footer. Footer. So this is the footer, right? Everything here can be customized, can be changed, right? Everything on this footer, it can be customized and changed. So how do we work on the footer? Still on this same customized area, we're going to scroll down. Can you see footer builder? Footer builder. So just tap on the footer builder. It's going to show the whole footer like this. So everything you see here is what controls the footer. Everything you see here. So the footer has, so from from the analysis here, the footer actually has 3 lines. 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, right? And they are on the second line. There's no widget there's no widget on the first line, but on the second line we have 4 widgets. We have 4 widgets, and on the last line we have 2 widgets. One is for the copyright and one is for the socials. So you can change everything here as you like. So if you see this one here, this widget here is where the logo actually is. So if I come here and I tap on this one, I can edit what is inside. Can you see it? Can you see the logo here? And can you see that right up? Everything is inside widget 1. Everything is inside this widget 1. So if I want to change it, I can just come here and edit image. Can you see it? Or I can just come here and replace image. So let me replace image so you see. So let me replace it with our Google and add it. And let me scroll up. Can you see it? The image has changed. But there's something. This my Google image is different from the one that was there before because it has a background. right? It has a background. So let me quickly remove this background so that it can align and lap, so that it can align, so that this logo can align like the other one that was there before. So if I want to do that, I'm going to go to a website called remove.bg. So I'm going to go to a website called remove.bg. Then I'm going to click on image. Then I'm going to upload that my logo. So I'm going to upload the logo and remove it's going to remove the background from me. So I will download it back now. So remove.bg is the name of the website. So I've removed the background. So let me delete this. Let me replace this one. And let me upload, come here to upload. And let's upload the one we just worked on. Right? Then add it. So you can see this time around now, it has changed. Can you see it? There's no background anymore. And it laps very well. So I can reduce the what's it called? The size if I want to. So but I think the size is good because I want it to be that way. Right? So so that's that with that. So that's all are inside of the first widget. Can you see it? All of this inside the first widget. So these ones are inside the second widget. Where is this one? If I click on the second widget. So if you want to rewrite, you can rewrite it. You can rewrite everything. Can you see it? No title, about, and all these things. Site links, can you see it? Everything is inside this second widget. So you can rewrite everything from there just by coming here. So let's click on this now. So you see it. If we want to remove the whole widget, we can. If we want to. So that's it. I moved the other one up. So you can just manipulate everything from there as you please. You get it? So once you are done with manipulating your footer, remember, okay, let's work on the copyright before we leave. So you see, this is the copyright. So can you see it's copyright? I can rewrite it and say, instead of copyright, I can remove everything here and say website by Lex logo. And just publish, right? So you can customize everything. Yeah, I can work on the socials. So socials, Instagram, Yelp, everything. I can work on each one. So this one, since I don't have Yelp, I can change it from Yelp to something else. I can change it to WhatsApp. So I can change it to WhatsApp. Can you see that? Change it to WhatsApp. So I can just go ahead and after that, you can put all the necessary links. Put the necessary URL here. Put all the necessary URL here. and we have everything we want. So we're just going to click on publish. So once you click on publish, we are good. So that's that around the footer, right? So we've talked about the header, right? I've talked about the header and we've talked about the footer. So let me show you a few other things before we leave this point, right? Now, another thing again you can work on is the site identity. Very, very important, the site identity. Please pay attention. Now, many times you go online, when you see a website, you see the logo. Can you see that there's a logo here? You see the logo of the business on the browser. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see the Digital Words logo here, right? If you come here, you see the logo, right? This logo you see up there right, is inside of, so to do that, it's inside of the, what's it called? It's inside of the site icon, site identity. So we're just going to come here, right, to where you see site identity. Okay, somebody say it's Falcon. All right. So you just come here to the site identity. Then you're going to go to site icon. So if I want, so whatever I want to be that icon on that website, I'm going to put it there. If you don't change it, WordPress logo will be there, which does not look nice. So you have to change it. So if I want this to be there, I'm just going to click on this one. And resize it the way I want it to be. Look at it. This is how it's going to look like on the browser. This is how it's going to look like on the browser. So once I go ahead, I see it. Can you see it? That's how it looks like on the browser. So that's how that is done. So once you are done, click on publish to save that action. So I'm not going to click on publish because I don't want it to save. So to save that action, right? So now I'm just going to come here. The next thing we're going to do. So the next thing we're going to do now is to work on the homepage settings. Homepage settings. Now, what is the homepage settings? So the homepage settings basically is which of all the pages on your website is going to become your home page, right? So there are some times where you don't want to use the very page that came with the theme as your home page. So you have gone ahead, you have built a new page, and you have done everything. You have structured it the way you want to structure it. When you are done, you have to come here to this homepage settings and select the page you want to use as your home page, right? So for now, we're just going to leave it at the home, right? But any page you choose here as your home page is where people are going to visit once they click on www.yourwebsite.com or yourwebsite.com.ng, whatever. So once they click on your domain name, that website becomes the home, right? That page becomes the home page, right? Where you visit. Now, so let's go back. Yes. So there's still one or two other things I need to show you from the customize. So from the customize again, we are still together on the customize. So from the customize again, if you scroll down, there's a place you see menus, right? Menu. Now, this menu, you can customize the menu up here, the way they are structured, right? So let's say, for example, now, if I come to this main menu has, can you see it? Everything, grocery, juice. So what if I wanted to add other items to it? If I wanted to add other items to it, so that other pages, I mean, what if I wanted to add other pages? So the first thing you need to do is go build the page first. Build the page, name it, do everything. When you're done building the page and everything, come to this menu and click on add item. Once you click on add item, all the page you have on that website will show up. All the page you have will show up. So then you can go ahead and pick the ones you want to use. So if I want to add home, I click on home. If I want to add shop, I click on shop, right? If I want to add, so all the page I had already created, right? I can add from this point. All the pages I've already created, I can add from this point. So when I'm done with the pages I want to add, I'm just going to come here now. I can rearrange the pages the way I want to. So if I want home to be in front, I'm going to drag it and put it up here, right? So home is going to be first before other pages, right? Can you see it? Can you see it here? Home is going to come first before other pages. So we have home, everything, groceries, juice, and shop, right? If I want shop to be here, right, I can also put it here, right? So what if I want to do a drop down? A drop down. What if I want to do a drop down? So I want my some pages to be under some pages, right? So I can do that. So let's say, for example, now I wanted this groceries to be under shop, right? Since it's shop, right? So I wanted you to be able to buy this under shop. So I'm just going to bring this groceries, right? I'm going to bring it in. It's not going to be on the same line with shop. So if I drag it and I bring it one step in, automatically it becomes a sub item to shop, right? It becomes a sub item to shop. If I also do the same with juice and I drag juice in one step, if I drag juice, I'm coming one step. So juice and groceries would be under shop, right? Let me publish this so that you see what it looks like. Let me publish it so that I see. Can you see it now? Can you see it? So under shop, we have groceries and juice, right? So once we put our cursor on shop, we have a drop down that says grocery and juice. So another way you can do it, we can even have a sub under the sub. So if we bring in everything here and we make sure this goes under this and this goes under this. So it's going to be like, I'm coming. So it's going to be like, let's publish. How many of us are still here? Some of us are sleeping already. If you are still here, say, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. All right. Thank you very much. Nice. So let's continue, right? So we're just going to come here now. So we're just going to come here now. So we have this. So let's go ahead now and check what it looks like. So see, if we refresh, let's refresh. So if we refresh now on the page we were building, we have we have home, under shop we have everything, under everything we have groceries and juice. You see it, right? So there is this one and there are 2 other subs under this one. So we're just going to scroll down. So once we do that, we can just always remember to click on publish whenever you create an effect, right? So another thing I want to show you from this point. So we've talked about a few things, the header, we've talked about the footer, we have talked about the site identity and the menu, and also the home page settings, right? So there are other things here. You should go and check it out yourself, right? But I've just showed you the ones that have the highest effects on your customization of your website. All right. So moving on, let's move on to actually customizing the website, building the website itself, right? The whole other areas of building the website. So just like I said earlier, our WordPress website is all divided into 3, the header, the body, and the footer. So what we just did now under customize was all about how we can work on the header and the footer. Now let's talk about how we can customize our website. Now, if you look at this website we have on our screen here, it's an e-commerce website, so it is a bit different, right? It's an e-commerce website, so it's a bit different. So I'm going to use this opportunity to show us a few things about building an e-commerce website, and also come back and show us how we can build our pages. So this is not, don't get this complicated at all. Building a website is just around building multiple pages and you deciding the design you want to have for each page, right? I strongly recommend that when you are just starting, do not build a website based on your own ideas. Use templates, look for other people's websites in that particular niche. If a client gives you a website to build for a real estate company, go check out other real estate companies, 4, 5, 6 real estate companies' websites. Check out what they look like and create a design from each one. For example, one time I got a job to build a website for a real estate company. And what I just did was I went online and I checked like 5, 6 different real estate companies. So I decided, okay, this one is, I don't want to copy any website from A to Z. So what I'm going to do now is this particular website, right? I'm going to copy their homepage. So half of their homepage, I'll copy it. Then half of this other website's homepage, I'll copy it. Then I'll copy the format, the way they arrange. If they put in sliders on that homepage, and the sliders are scrolling in, I'll put the same sliders. If they put in the logos of their clients, I'll put in the logos of their clients. If the same way they designed it, right? The only thing that might be different might be the color. So if I go to another website and I see, okay, this is how they arrange their about us, or this is how they arrange their services pages, I'm going to do the exact same thing for my client, right? So except you have a client that has a big budget, that has a UI UX designer that has already designed the prototype of what you are going to build before you start building it, or it's a close client that you showed the client the template first, and the client said, okay, they like the template, just do it exactly the way the template is. Apart from that, go look somewhere else, then come back and replicate it while you're working. All right. So especially when you're just starting. So because what looks nice to you where from your own creativity might not be nice to the market, right? But if it's something proven that is already online and people are already using it, it's most probably going to be better than that your own fresh idea. Right. So moving on now, let's continue and let's customize our website. Right. So let's customize our website. And what we want to do is I said 2 areas, right? Now, if you scroll down, this is the home page. So you see that on this home page here, there's just this write-up, this picture, but this product part, right? See, best selling product. This product part is most probably not on the page directly. So there's a plugin called WooCommerce, and that WooCommerce is a plugin used to build e-commerce websites. So if you want to build an e-commerce website, it's all about understanding how to use WooCommerce, right? So how do we check this out? So we're just going to come to our dashboard, right? And under our dashboard, if you scroll, you're going to see WooCommerce here. So remember that our theme, right? Remember that our theme is already installed some of the plugins we need. He installed the necessary plugins. So this WooCommerce was one of the plugins that we installed while installing our theme, right? So it's already inside of it. So if you come here, if you put your cursor on WooCommerce, you're going to see that we have home, we have orders, customers, coupons, and everything. So these are all the areas where you can edit things about the WooCommerce. But where you actually edit what concerns that product is directly under WooCommerce. You will see products. Can you see it? You will see products. So if you click on all products, it's going to load. So you can see all the products we have on that website is here. Can you see it? Cashew butter. Can you see it? So these are all the products we have, right? So we can come here and edit each product, right? We can even go ahead and add new products. So can you see it? You can add a new product if you want to from here. And just fill this in. It's not complicated. Just fill everything here. Fill the product name, the product description, and everything. Then if you want to add a picture, you come to this point by this your right side. Come here and can you see it? Add product gallery, right? So just tap on it. It will show you where you can input an image for that particular product that you publish. All right. Right. So then you go ahead and you publish. So that's that about adding products. So another thing again is under WooCommerce, you have to take your time and edit everything. These things are not hard, right? Are not hard. The currency, everything. I don't want to go into all that now, but it's easy. The currency, the payment gateway, everything you can work on it from this WooCommerce here, right? Once you come to these settings, you see everything and you can edit everything from there. All right. So moving on. So let's quickly go back to our page itself, right? Customizing our page itself. So let's come here and click on visit website. And then let's work on the website. All right. So I'm just going to scroll down now. And this is the full website, right? And I'm just going to click on edit with Elementor. So it's loading. So I'm just going to close this. So we have our website now. Everything, as I said earlier, can be edited on this website. So if you just want to edit the existing one, to bring out your own website. All you just have to do is wherever you see this pencil sign, tap on it and you can change whatever to bring in yours, right? So if I just click on this, so let me just click on this, for example. So let's say coming. Okay, let me just use this image. Right. So let's just, so you see, I can change the image. I can change the write-up, right? I can rewrite everything, right? This is best quality products. I can just come here and say best quality hair growth products, right? I can say join, okay, this is join the organic team. Join the organic movement. Okay, I can say join the organic hair growth movement, right? So I can say, so this is, so I can rewrite everything here. So, but what if I don't just want to edit what is already existing? Can you see it? Everything here, you can rewrite it the way you want to. The ones you don't want, you can remove it. Let's say I don't want this one, for example. I can just click on delete, it's gone, right? We have two left. Let's say, right? But you see, you cannot edit this part from here. You see, you can't edit this best selling these products. You can edit you can edit the title. You can remove this image that is here, but each of these pictures here, you can't edit it from here. You edit it from the product. It is the products you listed under that product page that are showing here, right? That are showing here. So that's why we cannot edit it directly from here. So it's what we put in that product. Yes, guys. So I'll be in a free webinar on Tuesday where you can learn a whole lot more about these subjects that we've talked about today. It's going to be live, so you can ask me questions. It's not just like YouTube, right? This is live, so you can ask me questions. We can look at real life examples and a whole lot more. So if you would like to join the free webinar, there's a link in the bio. There's a link in the description. Go check the link out and register, and we'll be together. Take it easy.